Finished calling you, and we're just sitting here going to make a video for you.
Merry Christmas, Nate.
Hello. Hi.
Hi, Tom. I'm glad we got to talk to you today. And now we're watching TV. Family favorite.
And Tim was going to tell a story.
But Tim's forgotten the story.
He,
Go ahead.
Tim was in his office the other day, and there was a man in there there was a bald guy doing work, finishing off part of the wallpaper on the bottom. They were just got their offices redone, and so Tim was kind of in his way, and so what did you say to him?
I said, all right, I'll just leave now and get out of your hair.
Do the bald guy.
Drum roll.
Did the guy laugh?
Oh yeah, he thought it was funny.
He did? Is he as bald as Picard?
Huh?
Is he as bald as Picard?
Yes.
Are we gonna go to the Freedom Ball Tuesday? And
Happy natural.
just kissing him. Okay, that's enough done.
What are you reading?
I'm reading Martha Stewart's Minis.
That's a good thing.
It's a good thing. Becky's Christmas present.
Nice socks.
They look toity.
Well, Tim is right now on the internet, and let's check out what's on the screen.
The CB simulator. Not quite sure what this is. Like a short band radio.
Who'd you talk to on the internet today?
Who did I talk to? Talked to someone in New York who was a little boring. Didn't talk to anyone in California, although I was on the California travel forum, and I've been looking at stock quotes.
What's the market look like today?
Market's closed today.
Closed, okay. All right.
So,
Back to the CB.
actually, let's go into sports, see what we have here. Get one of these.
This is CompuServe.
Sports. Let's go under football. And let's take a look at Rich Kotite on the street now.
Why don't we try the Rams? See how? Okay, here's Philadelphia.
Lost 7 in a row to finish the season.
Anything about the Rams there?
LA Rams wait for move news.
Okay, here we go.
Still up in the air.
Doesn't look good.
$26,000 at the game.
26 big guys. Last game of the season.
Hey, Dad, can I buy that car keys? No, I know the John's right.
Sure. CompuServe Basic Services.
Never been in this area.
What's that?
The reference area.
Hmm.
Jefferson's college database.
Hmm. Looks pretty boring.
Tony, hi Tom. We're charting our route down to the Marriott Hotel for the Freedom Bowl dinner tonight.
Yep.
And we're showing Jenny on the map how to get down there. Dad and Jenny just got back from a big run. It was fun to talk to you last night. We talked to Betsy Crane this morning on the phone about Brandon. They talked for a long time on the telephone. It was the first time they talked to them. And they're deciding this week whether they're going to send Brandon home or not. So they're all just waiting to hear. Brandon doesn't want to get sent home. He's still not feeling well. But he says he'll do whatever is best. Hi, Tony. Dad turns the camera back on. Brandon got a letter from you. He was glad to hear from you, and he got one from Ted. And he has a letter written to you that he's going to send off. He had lost your address. So he's going to send it here or to his mom, and then we'll send it on to you. He said that if he does get sent home, that he'll just go wherever they decide to send him, but he hopes that they don't send him home. And Betsy and Brent stayed home from church all day yesterday because they waited for Brandon to call. And he didn't call, and he didn't call, and they stayed home, and they stayed home. They didn't even go on any errands. They didn't go to church. They didn't do anything. He finally called her about 6 o'clock at night, and the AP, who is now Brandon's companion, wanted to talk because he wanted to talk to somebody in English. He is a Cuban. And so he said to Brandon, can I put the call through, and can I say hi to your mom? So Brandon said, sure. So she got this call from this Spanish-speaking elder, and he said, hello, I'm Brandon's companion. And Betsy said, oh my gosh, you mean Brandon's too sick to call? And he laughed. He said, no, he's sitting here. I just wanted to practice my English. Anyway, Brandon talked to his mom. She said, Brandon, why haven't you called? We've been sitting here all day. And he said, well, because I knew you'd be in church, and I wanted to give you a chance to come home and get your clothes changed. And she said, Brandon, we didn't even go to church because we were waiting for you to call.
Well, I thought I'd escaped it because I was going to go take a shower and then be on. But Dad followed me in here. Stretch. I don't know what to say. But once I shower, I'll think of something to say.
Just go ahead and exercise.
Dad, no, he doesn't want to see this.
Well, it's a typical day at home.
Hi Tony, Tim and I are leaving this morning to drive up to Santa Maria and have post-Christmas with the DePriest family. So we're glad we were able to talk to you, and hope everything's going well. You sounded terrific, and we'll talk to you soon, or at least we'll hear from you soon, and we'll write you some letters. So we missed you this Christmas, and we love you. Bye.
Yeah, same for me. We ran into someone you used to babysit for. At 7 o'clock in the morning, he's walking his beagle. So he remembered you. Hope everything's going well, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
The rest of the family's going to be out in a minute in their morning best, so I'm sure Dad will capture them on video. Tim and I have already been up for hours showering, so that should be some choice footage. Look at what?
There's some choice footage right there.
Everyone's just so
Is the
fun.
camera on?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Jenny said I'm not coming out because I don't want the camera. Thank you guys too. I
Made a
love my
good,
little
really good
garlic
time.
thing. I
Yeah.
love my little book too.
Taco truck run soon.
Good morning, Tim.
Hey Tony. Dad's being very obnoxious with the camera. Goodbye, Cam. Hello. Hey guys. When you open the door.
that's a cute picture of everybody. Good morning, Tony. We're all going back to bed now that the Duprees have gone home. Oh, Dad's
How are you?
sleeping.
Get the Christmas tree for him, too.
Well, Tony, this is our Christmas tree that Mom decorated. You won't believe it, but I've got the lights on the house. And this is the living room. Very festive. And here are the socks.
Hi Tonza, I'm going back up to school tomorrow. I'm going out for New Year's. I've got some New Year's plans in Wendover. Ooh. Anyways, Mom and Liza and Dad and I are all sitting here watching Dave. We're thinking about taping the top 10 for you, but we don't know if that would be a very good idea. Anyways, let's see. We miss ya a lot, and it would have been fun if you would have been here for Christmas, but we know that you're doing good things, and it was fun to talk to you. It was really fun to talk to you. Let's see, we went to the Freedom Bowl. I don't know if Mom and Dad told you, but we won, yes. So Dad, I'm sure, will tell you about the game later, but it was a lot of fun. And probably going to be doing a lot of skiing this quarter, and not too much. So I'll definitely have more time to write to you, okay? I love you, Tone, and I will write you in the next week, okay? Bye.
John, there you go.
Okay,
that's
Tony.
Tony.
Wave at Tony and say hi.
Hi.
Oh, come on, don't be silly.
What did you get for Christmas?
Oh, Rachel. Here,
Okay,
I'll
that's
talk to him. Tony, hi. We hope that you're doing really well. Your mom says things are just great. Things are very fine with Brandon. We're watching him carefully.
He's
We had a
sick.
wonderful
He's
talk
sick.
with him last week, and he sounds wonderful. He asked about you and hope that you're just doing fine. And he's been writing letters to you, but doesn't know how to send them to you. So we told him that we'd send them. He could send them to your mom and dad, and then he'll send them to Japan. Anyway, we love you and we miss you, but we're just so excited that things are going so well for you, and we're anxious to hear about all your wonderful experiences. So feel good about Brandon.
Here comes the Dickersons.
Hi, Tony. How are you? Turn around, Christine.
Hi.
You know, Christine, I was just asking Christine what she remembers that Mrs. likes best about Tony. Christine, what did you say?
I don't
You didn't say that. What did you tell?
I don't know.
She said she liked it when she used to get to hang on your legs, Tony. She just hasn't found anybody else who'll let her hang on their legs. So you just, no one's filled the spot. What about you, Rachel? Well, Sarah and Annie are definitely missing their trips to the taco truck. They just haven't been a long time. Sarah has gone skiing in Mammoth with Scott Wiley. Remember Scott Wiley? So she sees a lot of him. And
She's never home anymore, so get her to come home. You gotta talk to her.
and Annie's been working at Kevin Costner's Twin Palms restaurant a lot, and she's having a good time.
Well, hello, Tony. I'm here at Tithing Settlement with your parents, and we're in the last day of 1994, having just had a wonderful sacrament meeting last week where your mother was our keynote speaker, and really heard probably the best choir renditions we've heard in many a year in this ward. Thanks, I think, to a lot of youth that you would have recognized and knew who sang special numbers and sang in that choir. We're excited about Japan. Brandon tells me that by now you may have even had a convert, which is which is not an easy area. So I don't know how your proselyting is coming along, but I think there's a lot of very important groundwork that's being laid and developed in that country right now. So we're excited. We're excited for you. We're excited for the other missionaries. We have a a missionary farewell this Sunday for Brad Gillens, and had one just 2 weeks ago for
Let's see. Hi. Hi, puppies. Puppies. Hi, puppies. Hello. Oh, these cute puppies. Hi. Hi. Hi, guys. Lexi's edging him out, as usual.
As usual.
Hi, pups. Hi, puppies. Hi. 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 Hi, guys. Hi. Oh, you miss Tony, huh? You miss Tony. You miss Tony. Here, Ziggy, smile for the camera. That's cute. Hi, Dadza.
Hello. Hi, Tonza. This is New Year's Day, and we have just been down to the Rose Parade. It's just another great one.
Does he
Remember
know
all the early morning trips that we went down there?
Does he know the Gillettes?
I'm not sure that he does, but we have some friends here who, mission presidents in the New England Mission, that we just took down to the parade, so it's been
It's
fun.
another beautiful, gorgeous day in Southern California.
And our puppies.
Hi. Hi. They sure miss ya.
Aw, they miss you.
Look at her paws hanging over.
Yeah.
Hi. 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 Paw in the air. Well, we'll take you on a little tour of the house, Tonza.
Here we go.
Actually, maybe we'll turn it off while I walk. Coming down into the family room. Hello. Walking into things. There's Alex in his shades. He's so cool. Hey. We got the puppies in the.
Do you want me to let him in?
Oh no.
Oh,
it's
they
fine.
got him in the window.
Here's a little Rose Parade action.
La Cañada got Best Animation this year, so that was really good.
Yeah.
Oh, hi Tone, how you doing? Dad's been trying to get me to be on camera the whole vacation, and so I'm about ready to leave in about 10 minutes, so finally caught me. So I just wanted to say hi and Merry Christmas, and I guess we had a really good vacation. Becky and Tim were down for Christmas, and that was great, and we all got up early on, well, of course we talked to you on the phone, but we all got up early and opened presents, but it isn't the same without you. And then we went to church, and Mom gave a great talk, and I guess we've talked to you after that, but we went to Brad Gillen's farewell yesterday, and that was really, really good. All the girls spoke, and they also blessed Lindsay's little baby, and it was crying through the whole thing, but it was cute to have all their family there. And what else? Bryce sounded like he's ready to go, and he was excited, and it was just jam-packed at the ward, and everyone was asking how you're doing. We had the Clarks over for dinner last night, and they're asking all about you. But I start school in a couple of weeks. I've got one more week off, and then I start January 10th, so I'm going to go up and ski for a week, so that'll be nice. The snow's been great, and I've only been once, but I'll be able to ski this whole week, so that'll be fun. And Alex came down, and we had a fun time at Gail Sheck's wedding, and Mom and Dad came also, and she had it on New Year's Eve, and it was just a really nice party with all my high school friends, so it's kind of like a little reunion. And I'm just getting ready to go back in a couple minutes, and just wanted to say hi and tell you that I miss you and love you, and hope that I'll be a better writer in the new year. That's my New Year's resolution. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye, Tom.
Is it on?
Yep.
Goodbye, Tony.
Bye, Tom.
See ya.
We're taking everybody out to the airport. I'm coming back. They're not.
And I'm not. Exactly. I'm coming back in 2 weeks for Sarah Dow's wedding, so. Oh no. Will that be okay? For flying?
We've done this many times with you, Tone.
Trouble finding you. There you are.
We're taking the kids to the airport. They're going back to Salt Lake. Jenny's already in Salt Lake. Grandma's already gone home too. So these are the last of the Mohicans. And
then Dad's gonna take the lights off the house. Bye.
I'm taking home some ham. To Utah.
Okay.
See ya.
Bye, Tony.
Thanks, Dad. Thanks for everything, Dad. Love you.
You wanna give Liza a little kiss goodbye?
I did. Uh-huh. Bye, honey. Well, Tony, I wanted to just kind of give you a rundown as to what's been happening this last couple of weeks. You'll have to excuse all the football follies and the sports stuff on this tape, but I thought that you might enjoy it, and I hope that it doesn't destroy the spirit on your mission. We had a great time with everybody at home, and it was really good to see Becky and Tim, and to have Alex down visiting. Jennifer is dating a lot. She's got several boyfriends, and one of them came down, and we took him to the game, and really, everybody, I think, really had a good time this year. We really had a fantastic time talking with you. It was so great, Tony, to sort of hear your voice and to kind of be reassured that things were okay with you. You sounded great, and just listening to the description, I wish we could talk for more hours than we did, but we know that what you're doing there is the right thing, and that you're bringing a tremendous spirit to the mission field, and that we're hopeful that you'll find and see progress in the way that you're able to learn the language and be able to communicate. Communication with the Japanese people is so tremendously important. It's a compliment to them when you're able to discuss ideas and concepts with them and pick up quickly on what they're saying. And you'll be an effective missionary if you're able to do that. And I know that you'll be able to do that. Maybe I can give you a rundown of what happened on the football games. The University of Utah game with Arizona was a great game. Very difficult defense on both sides. Neither team could move the ball. Arizona scored on one play only because Utah had it intercepted, and the guy pulled it out of the Utah defender's hands and fell into the end zone. Really, it shouldn't have happened. On the other hand, Utah scored on 2 drives of both 5 yards, one after a fumble and the other after a very long run back by one of the players. But quite frankly, it looked like we were going to lose the game until the last 7 or 8 minutes of the fourth quarter, when Utah went down and scored, and then scored a safety in addition, and pulled the game out. It was just a miraculous game, and certainly Utah deserves now to be rated number 8, number 10 in the nation. First time ever that Utah has been in the top 10 in football at the end of the season. But it was a tremendous game. It was a lot of fun. A lot of people out, and a lot of people down from Utah. We saw a lot of our friends there. Nebraska just barely beat Miami at Miami, wearing them down in the fourth quarter, and it looked like for a moment that Miami was going to beat Nebraska for the 7th or 8th straight bowl loss for Nebraska, but they did, and they pulled it out. They're number 1 in the country. USC absolutely demolished Texas Tech. It's just like they were playing a high school team. USC looks really strong. They're going to be a tough team next year. Penn State and Oregon, they played a very good game. Oregon played very well for about 2.5 quarters, and Penn State just finally warmed out. They're just so big. They're a good team, and I don't know if you had a championship game between Penn State and Nebraska, I'd put my money on Penn State. They look so good and so strong. And by the way, there's a lot of discussion that there should be aggressively. And John Walsh, the quarterback for BYU, has decided to turn pro and forego his senior season. So there'll be a new quarterback at BYU next year. Michigan beat Colorado State by a touchdown, 8 points, something like that. So Colorado State played okay, but Michigan was a stronger team. And Colorado beat Notre Dame. So that's the way the things ended up. There's a lot of football. Rose Parade was a good one again this year. Remember all those times that we went out, went down and saw the floats. I know that you were thrilled every time I had to get you up in the morning for that. Bryant Gillen's farewell was, I thought, pretty impressive. I think Bryant's really prepared and is ready to go out on a mission now. He was humbled, and he looked like he'd thought about what he's going to have to do to prepare himself, and that he was ready to begin that process. And it's very painful for everybody when you're in that transition. But I think Brian's got the right attitude. I think he's going to do it. Have a little concern about Aaron, just because I just don't think he's necessarily as prepared as Brian was or as you were before you left. But he'll get there, and I hope that he'll be able to make that progress that he needs to make in the MTC. With regard to the Lakers last night beat the Pistons. Lakers have the 7th best record in all of the NBA now. They're the surprise team of the league. They're playing team ball. Sabonis is something like the 8th highest scoring player in the NBA and was chosen NBA Player of the Week and Player of the Month for this last month. He's had a real steady progress in his game, and averaging something like 23 points a game. But it's not just Sabonis. Every one of the players on the starting 5. Eddie Jones is tireless, great defensive ball player, shoots real well. Van Exel has proven to be a first-rate point guard, tremendously important. And you just absolutely would not believe the way Elvin Campbell and Vlade Divac are playing. They're playing just absolutely great ball. They're almost overpowering people. They post up every center in this league. I don't know of one center that hasn't been posted up by either one of those two guys. They have to be double teamed now, both of them, in order to be stopped. So by and large, the Lakers are playing great. Sedale 3 just has a stress fracture of his foot, and he's going to be lost for a month. So we're going to have some problems during the next 6 weeks as a result of that. Anthony Peeler is getting basically no playing time. And Lynch is getting very little playing time. What they're doing really is they're playing Sam Bowie off the bench and Tony Smith off the bench and Sedale 3, and sometimes with Lynch and sometimes with Antonio Harvey. But by and large, they're going with their five people, and it looks like a really pretty good balanced team. With regard to Brandon, we still don't know. Right now, it's the 4th of January, and we still don't know what is going to happen with Brandon. I don't think the doctors have yet diagnosed what the problem is, and that's really the problem, is that they haven't diagnosed what it is. And so, if it's a virus or a tapeworm or some kind of parasite, all that they're doing is just allowing him to try to recover, and it means that he'll get sick again because they're not attacking the fundamental problem, and it's his strength that's just making him slowly feel a little better. But then when he starts working again, I'm afraid that if it is a parasite or some other kind of virus that they haven't been able to treat, that he'll get sick again and they'll just simply send him home. So we're all concerned about it, but the good news is that they've got Bishop Reynolds talking with the doctors down there, and I think that that will make a big difference in terms of the communication and saw Sarah, and we saw all your other friends. Sarah's going out with Scott Wiley a lot, and he's a real nice kid. He goes to USC, he's in music, and things are, everybody asked about you, I wanted to know what you were doing, and I'm hoping that they're writing to you too, because there's so many people that asked about you. People at the church, want to know that you're okay. We tell them that you're. Oh, there is one other thing I want to tell you about, and that was the BYU beat Utah yesterday, last night, 64-57. It was a game played at BYU, and we don't know the details on it. It looks like it was a very tight game, good defensive game. Utah's a good team this year. They're going to surprise a lot of people. I thought perhaps they might be able to surprise the Y. But the Y's got a good team too. The Y was beaten by Weber State. I think that during the next month, I think both teams are going to get tested by some pretty good teams. But we'll see how this turns out. I'm not sure when BYU and Utah play at Utah, but you can bet that Utah's going to be out after them at that game. Utah's got a lot of good young players. This Brandon Jesse, who's a junior college transfer, is on fire. I was told by Art Smith, President Smith, that the transfer point guard that they had hoped would be eligible just barely missed when he retook the exam by 2 points qualifying. So he's not going to be playing this year, and will sit out the entire season and will play next year. So Utah's got a couple of good point guards, but they don't have the one really good player that they thought they might have at that position. But in any event, college basketball is in the swing of things. Baseball is still, the strike is continuing, and they're thinking about introducing legislation in Congress to take away the antitrust exemption from the baseball owners. It's a disaster, and the same thing with hockey. But and as it comes down to it, in terms of football, Green Bay beat Detroit. Chicago surprised Minnesota, and as you know, the Raiders are out. So, right now, probably it's going to come down to Dallas and San Francisco in the NFC, and Pittsburgh and maybe Cleveland or some team like that in the AFC. New England was beaten also this time. They were the surprise team of the league. Well, Tony, we love you, and we will. I'm going to end the tape here from my standpoint, and let us know if you'd like to have us take and videotape anything on another tape that you might want to see, or if we can develop a tape that would be of use to you in your proselyting, or if you'd just like to have one showing some of the things around the town, walking out of the Rose Bowl, or Pasadena, or around the Ward House or around the area. We love you, Tom, and we'll write every week, and I know that you'll do the same. We just think you're a great writer, and it's amazing. It's 5 months, and I think the first 6 months are the hardest, in the sense that it takes you a while to kind of get ready, to kind of get into the routine of the mission. But you're definitely there now, and I think that you've got nothing but just incredible experiences ahead of you. And time does go by very quickly, and the time will become even shorter as the months go by. So make every day count. Put yourself into each day. Try to do something meaningful each day, and have fun with your companion. And
well, Tony, one last goodbye from the pups, and goodbye. Arr, arr. That's a boy. So see you, pups. See you, Lex. The dogs have been cramped up all this time because of the rain, and so they are definitely little dog. Yes. Well, say goodbye to Tones. Arr. Go on. Say goodbye to Tones. Arr, arr, arr. He's really doing it well. Well, Tony, just in case you've forgotten what our house looks like, here's our street. And here is our house. Had a really big storm, so it's really been good. The van, and then down the street. Our float won Best Animation in the Rose Parade, which is really great. And everybody's really been happy about that. Ruth has been feeling great, no problems. So we'll say goodbye, and we'll send you another tape in the next few months. Bye, Tone. We love you.